Welcome back to the schony747 channel for a new Tram video.
Yep, go ahead, Brendan.
Drive. The free tram zone covers Melbourne's CBD and Docklands. Trips entirely within this zone are free, so you won't need to touch on your Mikey, including your entire City Circle tram journey. If you're planning to travel anywhere outside the free tram zone, to places like St Kilda, Melbourne Zoo, or Chapel Street Parade, Mikey brochure on board.
Just an easy stroll from Stop 8, Spring Street and Flinders Street. Appreciate the ornate beauty of the World Heritage and Stop 9, Victoria Street in Latrobe Street. And enjoy a romantic punt on the ornamental lake at the lush Royal Botanic Gardens. A short walk from any tram on St Kilda Road to Stop 19, Shrine of Remembrance. For more information about what's on this summer, look up the Melbourne Visitors Guide, available on board this tram or at the Visitor Centre in Melbourne Town Hall or at the free tram.
The next stop is Marvel Stadium. Yarra Trams hopes you're enjoying your ride on the City Circle tram. For your comfort and safety, please take a seat or hold on, because trams sometimes have to stop suddenly in traffic. Marvel Stadium is a state-of-the-art sport and entertainment venue, with seating for more than 50,000 people and a retractable roof that takes 8 minutes to close. The stadium hosts AFL and A-League football matches, as well as rugby and international music acts. Explore behind the scenes, see the players' change rooms, and tour the media centre from where all the action is reported. Tours operate from Gate 2, Monday to Friday, 11 a.m, 1 p.m, and 3 p.m. A short distance from the next stop is Southern Cross Station to connect with train and bus services travelling within Melbourne, across Victoria and interstate. Services include metropolitan trains, B-line regional trains and coaches, and interstate trains to major cities on the east coast. For travellers to Melbourne's domestic and international airports, the Skybus Express services to Melbourne Tullamarine Airport and Melbourne Avalon Airport depart from Southern Cross Station. The station also offers a retail centre, so you can explore great shopping and grab a bite to eat while you wait for your connecting train or its trams. Next stop is King Street. Melbourne was founded on the banks of the Yarra River in 1839 and grew rapidly during the 1850s after the discovery of gold in Victoria to become Australia's main financial centre. The area around Port Phillip Bay was the original home of the Kulin Nation, consisting of several language groups of Indigenous Australians whose ancestors had lived in the area for approximately 30,000 years. Step off here to visit Flagstaff Gardens.
Queen Victoria Night Market from 5 o'clock, William Street and Elizabeth Street are the 2 stops. Queen Victoria Night Market from 5 o'clock.
Flagstaff Station and William Street. Step off here for metropolitan trains and to connect with Route 58 trams. William Street is the home of Melbourne's historic and imposing law courts, comprising a large complex of buildings dating from the 1870s. From the next stop, change to a Route 58 tram bound for West Coburg to go to Melbourne Zoo, where you can see over 320 animal species from around the world in a beautifully landscaped setting. Open every day from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekends. Melbourne has the third largest Greek population outside Athens and Thessaloniki, which has significantly shaped the culture of the city. Melbourne's Greek precinct is located around. The next stop is Queen Street. Melbourne is known around the world for its rich mix.
Queen Victoria Night Market from 5 o'clock, William Street and Elizabeth Street, this stop and stop after.
Gold Rush. During this time, a large Chinese community was established. After World War II, a new influx of migrants arrived from different ethnic backgrounds, speaking 170 languages. Sample the best of Italian and Spanish flavours at bars and restaurants along nearby Hardware Lane, a popular destination for breakfast, dinner and evening drinks. here for Metropolitan trains and to connect with Route 19, 57 and 59 trams along Elizabeth Street. Catch a tram north along Elizabeth Street to visit Queen Victoria Market. Steeped in history, this iconic market sells a huge range of clothes, souvenirs, plus the freshest produce and gourmet food. The market's open every towards the river.
Yeah.
The next stop is Melbourne Central Station and Swanston Street. Step off here for Metropolitan trains and Swanston Street trams and Melbourne Central, QV and Emporium shopping centres. This is also the stop for the RMIT University and the State Library of Victoria. The Heritage State Library of Victoria opened in 1856. The library has a collection of more than 2 million books, as well as pictures, maps, manuscripts and several galleries. You can take a tour, watch films and listen to music, play game consoles and access...
Hello passengers. Please be prepared to exit the tram. Look or listen for your stop. Pull the cord or press the button with plenty of time. And get all of your things ready before the tram stops. Thank you.
Ma? Is he?
The next stop is Russell Street. Step off here for the State Library of Victoria. At the next stop, you'll find Melbourne's most feared destination, the Old Melbourne Jail, a place of more than 130 executions, including infamous bushranger Ned Kelly. Step inside Melbourne's home of crime since 1840 and discover the stories that never left. Open daily, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. A 10-minute walk from the next stop is the birthplace of Melbourne's vibrant cafe culture, Lygon Street, Carlton, known as Melbourne's Italian precinct. Exhibition Street. We are now entering Melbourne's theatre district, famous for its splendid heritage theatres, blockbuster stage productions. From the next stop, head down Exhibition Street for Her Majesty's Theatre with its stunning Art Deco interior, as well as the Comedy Theatre. The free tram zone covers Melbourne's CBD and Docklands. Trips entirely within this zone are free, so you won't need to touch on your Mikey, including your entire City Circle tram journey. If you're planning to travel anywhere outside the free tram zone, to places like St Kilda, Melbourne Zoo or Chapel Street, Moran, you'll still need to have a valid Mikey. You can purchase a Mikey from major hotels and backpackers, major train stations and many retailers such as 7-Eleven. For more information, ask at your hotel or grab a Mikey brochure on board. Victoria Street and Latrobe Street. Step off here for the Royal Exhibition Building, Carlton Gardens and Melbourne Museum. Visit the World Heritage listed Royal Exhibition Building, a stunning architectural expression of the pomp and optimism of the late 19th century, and built for Melbourne's International Exhibition of 1880 to showcase the latest products from the Industrial Revolution. The building was also the site for the opening of Australia's first Parliament in 1901. Tours are available. Surrounding Step off here for St Vincent's Hospital and to connect with routes 86 and 96 trams for shopping in the bohemian and vibrant precincts of Collingwood, Fitzroy and beyond. Fossick in second-hand bazaars and art galleries, and enjoy the many funky cafes and restaurants. For great bars, live music and DJs, take a tram on Route 86 from the next stop and head to Smith Street, Collingwood or Bernard Street, Fitzroy. For independent designers, don't miss the Rose Street Artists Market every Saturday, or take a Route 96 tram to visit Melbourne's best collection of Spanish restaurants located along Johnston Street.
Yep.
Got to wait for the right hand turn.
If it lights up.
Parliament Station. Step off here for Metropolitan trains. From the next stop, you can walk to the glorious triple-spired St Patrick's Cathedral and St Peter's Church. These buildings contain beautiful examples of stained glass, wood carvings, mosaics and brass. A number of traditional gargoyles adorn St Patrick's Cathedral, including a recent whimsical addition that resembles the features of a prominent former Premier of Victoria. Down Albert Street, the Victorian Artists Society welcomes visitors to its art exhibitions and heritage-listed building. Entry is free, Monday to Friday, 10 AM to 4 PM. A short walk from the next stop, down Little Bourke Street, is Chinatown, boasting the longest continuous Chinese settlement in the Western world. You'll find a huge variety of restaurants and cuisines, from fine dining to noodle houses, as well as Asian groceries, herbalists and fashion boutiques. The Chinese Museum is also located here.
Yes.
When we get back from
The tender we're doing swimming about on the 27th.
walking tours of Fitzroy Gardens every Saturday from 10 a.m. Stunning floral displays can be seen, and the gardens also contain the fairy tree sculpture depicting fairies and elves. Cook's Cottage, the reconstructed house of Captain James Cook's parents, is also located here. Start your exploration of the gardens from Fitzroy Gardens Visitor Centre, open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Sunday. Melbourne's cosmopolitan Bridge Road, Richmond, renowned for its fashion, cafes and bars, is just a short distance from the next stop. Take a tram on Route 75. The Melbourne Cricket Ground and National Sports Museum are also accessible from here on Tram Route 75.
Yeah, the stuff with the door open.
Yeah.
When you were filming with the door open, I wouldn't put that up because they mightn't like it, okay?
Yes.
So if you need to do that bit again, do it.
Yeah.
So they might think, oh, I know that's not good for them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll just put up what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Step off here for Route 70 trams to Melbourne's Sports Precinct, Melbourne Cricket Ground, Melbourne Park and Amy Park. Melbourne is driven by its passion for sport all year round. Australian rugby, soccer, tennis, cricket, basketball and cycling are on show at these world-class venues. Great sporting memories can be relived by taking a tour of the MCG or visiting the National Sports Museum 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. most days. You can also experience an insider's view of live music acts and comedy. The next stop is Flinders Street Station and Swanston District. Step off here for Metropolitan trains and to connect with Swanston Street and St Kilda Road tram routes. At the National Opal Collection, a short walk from this stop, you can discover the incredible link between the opal and the dinosaurs. Marvel at the rate opalized dinosaur fossils. Watch opal cutters at work. It's also a great place to purchase your beautiful Australian opal jewellery, and overseas visitors can enjoy tax-free prices. At this stop is Federation Square, Melbourne's meeting place. With extraordinary architecture of diverse shapes and colours, Fed Square is an exciting cultural hub, an array of cafes, restaurants and bars. Melbourne's Southgate Cultural Precinct is just a short walk over Prince's Bridge and across the river. Royal Centre, State Theatre, Tabor Hall, and National Gallery of Victoria International are located here. To visit the Royal Botanic Gardens, Government House, the Shrine of Remembrance, and St Kilda Beach, catch a tram along St Kilda Road.
Thank you.
Will be next to trams 1957, 59.
Pardon? Pardon?
This one's very good.
Market Street will be next stop. Immigration Museum, tram 58.
You got one of those power banks? I'm just wondering, it's almost as the battery does on the camera. Won't use it dust yet when the camera gets a bit low.
Down Market Street, Immigration Museum, tram 58. Next is King Street for the Aquarium. Aquarium, King Street next.
You don't need to go two botanics at home already.
I need some.
I've got two botanics, I've got two passing one of them over to see what the date says. There's one the 18th, let's borrow it.
next stop is the goods shed. The heritage-listed Mission to Seafarers building, built in 1917 in the Spanish mission style, is part of an
clumsy. What?
I reckon she got a candle on over about her missing.
Explore Melbourne by tram and take advantage of the long summer days by experiencing the many events, festivals and attractions on during summer. Take a break from the heat at Melbourne's many parks and gardens. Discover Captain's Cottage and see if you can find Mary Street in Shade Hill Fitzroy Gardens. Just an easy stroll from Stop 8 Spring Street in Flinders Street. Appreciate the ornate beauty of the World Heritage Site listed Royal Exhibition Building, the meeting place of Australia's first federal parliament,
Turn your mobile phone on, let's practice over
at
heaps,
Stop 9 Victoria Street in Latrobe Street. And enjoy a romantic punt on the
Turn your one
ornamental
off, my
lake
battery's
at
low.
the lush Royal Botanic Gardens. A short walk from any tram on St Kilda Road to Stop 19 Shrine of Remembrance.
Because his camera is known to shut off when it gets
For more
hot, so you just don't
information
listen
about what's
to
on this summer, pick up the Melbourne Visitors Guide, available on board this tram or at the Visitor Centre in Melbourne Town Hall or the Bow Street Mall.
by the looks of it, did matching filming right now on the city circle.
The next stop is Central Pier and Harbour Esplanade. Step off here for the heritage-listed cargo sheds and enjoy a drink at one of the atmospheric bars located right on the water. You can continue your journey to New Quay on foot, a 10-minute stroll along the water's edge. The river and waterways have an important role in traditional culture and the history of Melbourne's development. These areas have been redeveloped and now provide some of the most contemporary entertainment destinations and examples of public art that the city has to offer.
Go down the other and get the back side, right? The back seat of the back. The one on the left hand is the free.
This one came now. When? Where did he go? When? What does it mean?
Mediterranean-style seafood. Indulge in fine dining overlooking the boats on Victoria Harbour, or grab the gelato, take a stroll harborside and bask in a romantic sunset. Continue to wind down on Sunday at the Docklands Sunday Market, browse an eclectic range of stalls along the promenade, or just sip a coffee and enjoy a flaky breakfast at one of the many cafes as you watch the market bustle. Located on the promenade, the market sells arts and crafts, second-hand items and clothes, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sundays. City. Take it easy, admiring the many boats berthed at Waterfront City Marina, or continue a gastronomic journey at the many restaurants and bars. Step off here from District Shopping Centre, Costco, Wonderland Fun Park and Docklands Studio, Melbourne. Walk through the district to the Melbourne Star Observation Wheel. Towering 120 metres high over the Docklands, the Melbourne Star is the only giant observation wheel at Las Vegas High Roller. Whether you're a visitor looking to discover our great city or a Melburnian born and bred, a trip on the Melbourne Star will show you a side of the city you'll see nowhere else. As you glide serenely through the Melbourne sky, audio commentary will give you insights into the city's sights, history and culture. Take in the breathtaking 360-degree views about 40 kilometres, encompassing the Docklands precinct, Melbourne CBD, Portugal Bay, and as far as Mount Macedon, are the seat and the Dandenong Ranges.
Yeah.